scuff? Boy, it's not fair. Okay, seriously, why is it not responding? It's still frozen for some reason. Try one more time. What is going on? Boy. Game library. I don't think it's my internet acting up. My internet should be decent. Okay, there. It should be working now. And if it's not, I blame the scuff gods. Yeah, I missed that. The Zuchero event, unfortunately. There isn't really any info I need from that event for this one. Perfect. Oh, thank goodness. Because if I needed more, I cry. But it's good now. So, Twilight. Is the flickering of daylight a sign of clues to be uncovered, or a warning to not step into the abyss? You know, let's go into the abyss. Again? I didn't beat the scuff? Oi. Oi. You know, we're just gonna hope. We're just gonna hope it's better soon. If not, oh man. I'll have to restart again for the app. But for now, even in the place furthest from the sun, daylight does not fade so easily.
また通信です。暗号化チャンネル。通信元は輝きを手に。つないで。
Ooh. ... I'm consumed by nightmares of the past. Lena's transmission brings the latest tidings. Murmurs of the terror, buried away by she who toys with destinies, with a wave of her hand. The sandbox tells another tale. The Elmo proceeds at full speed across the wilderness, route data feeding in intermittently. It's the afternoon, the time when the sun is strongest, but for but a moment, the daylight from the outside strikes my eyes. In a moment of stupor, a most familiar name comes to mind, one that has left my lips in quite some time. 416. Klukai. Okay, if I'm frozen being smug, I'm entertained by that. Klukai and Mekti shelter from a collapse storm in the remains of a building. Gravel endlessly pelts at the ruins as it gets propelled by the raging storm. The frail windows emit an unsettling screech, ready to burst into a million tiny blades any second. Mekti leans against a broken wall far away from the window, looking at the seething collapse storm outside with fatigued eyes.
なんなのここ。コーラプスストームの予兆とかなかったのに。アンドリスと美容家が羨ましい。臨時拠点にこもってるだけで。
I'm so entertained by the wide mouth talking. Mekti's expressions are adorable. A great gale rushes over the building, bringing with it a variety of swept-up debris and grabbing Mekti's attention.
今の何？木箱が飛んでいったように見える。
Mekti is so expressive.
やっぱりバイクを建物の中に入れて正解だったよ。
Beepo Beepo's the best. I see it. I understand.
風に飛ばされたら困るしね。
I'm hoping I'll be lucky and get her weapon. There's hope in the world.
わかってないなあ、来る会は。今まで調査した集落の設備と比べたらお宝レベルの優れものなんだから。
Worth being family heirlooms, eh? She proudly glances at the backpack strapped to the motorbike.
それこそ集落の子供たちも羨ましがるくらいに。
パラデウスのことを訪ねに行かせたのに子供と遊んでたの。
She can multitask.
そんな怖い顔しないでよ。聞き込みはちゃんとしたよ。でもみんな何も知らないんだもん。
I love that expression.
集落の人たち、パラデウスはおろか、レイトみたいな人形も見たことないんだって。リバンの言ってた、まだ活動してるって話、本当かな。
それが分かればこんな任務に就く必要
I
も
still wish I was able to summon more copies of Klukai.
聞いてみただけなのに。
When she has to rerun,
にしても
assuming
パラデウ
it's
スの
not during a banner that I really want.
って話だったのに、なんでまた疲れないのかな。そんなに仕事熱心なら404に来てほしいよね。銃を撃つのには変わりないんだし。
The storm shows no signs of letting up. Mekti scratches her head in frustration and lies down. Klukai follows Mekti's gaze, looking outside briefly before returning her attention to Mekti.
ほら立ちなさい。任務中は警戒態勢を解かないこと。
Mekti and weapon is what tapped you out. Ah. Klukai approaches Mekti and tugs at her jacket. The latter refuses to get up and only changes her position lazily.
どうせ忙しくなるんだし、休める時に休んだ方がいいじゃんか。パラデウス絡みの任務ってやたらと難しいくせに大抵ろくな目に
I don't want to get unlucky, super unlucky. I need all the luck I can get, Mekti.
絶対ろくな目に合わないんだ。
My luck already worries me.
こんな無駄骨な依頼引き受けるなんてリバも何考えてるんだろう。拠点でじっとしてた方がまだマシな
All
の
the
に。
free summons in the world means little when her weapon took almost 140 tickets. Ow! Klukai lets go of Mekti and looks at her helplessly.
彼女が何を考えようと私たちは任務を遂行するだけよ。
別にサボってるんじゃないよ。外の嵐は止む気配ないし、ここで隠れる以外にやれることないじゃん。来る会も少しは楽にしなって。ここに来るまでパラデ
Pretty much means you're never pulling for weapons ever again. Ow!
ハンターもほとんどいなかったし。これで
Pain.
雪袋がいなかったらめっちゃ治安
The weapon is the G11, a prototype gun which is jokingly referred to as crowd space magic because of how complicated it is. Space magic. Makes you to hard pity. Weapon was in 10 pulls though, so yay. Oh, at least her weapon liked you. How though about the hard pity? Klukai solemnly looks toward the all-consuming storm outside.
頻発するコーラプスストームに基準値を明らかに上回る放射線量。ここの環境
I lost them trying to get a copy of Klukai, so that's how I got my Mekti on the pity afterwards.
大丈夫
Still going for a weapon.
とかなる。
There's still hope, there's still time. And I guess speaking of time, it's nap time. Ooh, cutscene. wonder how comfy it is just sleeping on that plank.
うるさいな。
大きなさい。
少しくらい寝かせてよ。今日じゃ他にやれることないんだしさ。この
Time to just beat her awake.
離せ。うわ
Yay for being frozen.
言ったのさ。あれこれって
New son, can we adopt him?
ど
Is it a friendly dinner date?
見てよこれ。
そんなの分かってる。
Only for a second. Aww.
何これ。
無駄口叩いてないで戦闘準備。
Okay, prepare for battle.
どいて。
This will be fine. Watch out. Yeah, it's fine. Wow! Where did so many of them suddenly come from? Stop shouting and clear out the enemies at the 10 o'clock direction. Easy enough. And I just bring along a friend one because it makes my life that much easier. Woohoo! Okay. Man. Why is Scuff hitting so hard today? Oi. My target right now, Cheongju, until I max her out.
交代するなら今のうちよ。
Like, she's the one I have the most of right now. Plus, she was my first wife, so I kinda have to max her. VTuber Studios trying to take a nap with Mekti. Mekti, confirm whether any enemies remain. I know. I do it even if you didn't tell me. Kukai and Mekti defeat the incoming enemies and split up to survey their surroundings.
最後の一体も識別マークなしか。唯一の製造番号は鉄血構造がまだ稼働してた頃に与えられたものだわ。
Still trying to get those last copies of Tololo. Good luck. Good luck. Mekti's listless voice comes through the comms.
こっちも似たようなもん。でも今まで見た鉄血の機械ともなんか違うよね。
ええ。ところどころ改造された形跡もあるわ。
Yay.
まあよくあることだけど。今時はどこの PMC
I do wonder why the app was acting up today. Or is acting up today.
改造してたって不思議じゃない。
Very strange.
通信機越しだからって怠けないでちょうだい。
Mekti pricks up a little on the other side of the line.
機体の他に何か気になる点は？
なんて言ったらいいんだろう。少し前までここに人がいたっぽい。バルブに最近使われた跡があるし、地面には電線とケーブルが散らばってる。相当急いでたみたいだね。誰なんだろう。
大方ここへ避難しに来た賞金犯
Ooh, mystery.
バレアがあたりでしょ。
ってことは、さっき襲ってきた機械もそいつらの？
こんな生き袋がのさばるような危険エリアに兵器を置いていくなんて誰だろうと自殺行為よ。いいわ、先に戻ってて。拠点には私から連絡するから。
やっと休める。
She did one job and now it's break time. Mekti looks as if she's been released from a great burden as she ends the call. That's how I feel after work calls too. Ah yes, a great burden I've been released from. Thank you. Goodbye. Eh. Klukai and Mekti continue to shelter from the storm within the ruined building. Klukai attempts to contact their temporary base while Mekti rests in the corner. The persistent no-signal notification dashes Klukai's hopes of contacting the outside world. Can't contact the base and the other person. A hint of frustration arises as Klukai thinks of them. In truth, she's glad she sent a message before she set off. A habit she's kept to these past few years before leaving for a dangerous assignment.
嵐の中は電波が悪すぎる。
Ooh, having bad signal. Oh, I hate that.
連絡がつかないの？だからみんなで行こうって言ったのに。
Oh man, without Wi-Fi,
真剣調査だなんて言い出すから。
I have to rely on
動い
just
て不意をつかれて襲
1 or
われて
2 bars of LTE data.
遭難してた方がいいと思うの？
臨時拠点の
Sometimes no connection, just SOS. I'm like, but why?
今頃二人とも座って休憩してんだろうな。
彼女たちだって楽をしてるわけじゃないわ。デールがアンドリスのために組んだプログラムと外付け装備はどれもまだテスト段階。臨時拠点で調整するのは当たり前でしょ。
Dear and
み
Andorus.
たいなサボり魔と一緒にしないで。
Mekti rolls over, ignoring the disapproval in Klukai's eyes. Yet, finding things are still not quite comfortable, she lazily scoots over to the motorbike.
いいじゃん、サボったって。ソファーはないけど、私にはこれがあるもんね。どこに置いたっけ？
She produces a travel sleeping kit from her backpack.
戦いは進歩しない割に、寝具は充実する一方ね。
でしょでしょ？アンドリスと美容家が一緒に選んでくれたんだよ。快適さとコスパは。
I like sleeping bags, they're fun.
まさに
I like pretending I'm a metapod.
普段はこういう風に収納
Metapod, use Harden.
使うときはこう。
Mekti smugly presses a button, and soon enough, the neck pillow and its cushioning are filled with air.
快適お手軽。あなたの旅のベストパートナー。広告の歌い文句だよ。
And it's also an air
試
mattress.
してみる？
Extra fancy, oh my goodness. Hey, hello, hello. Giving Mekti a frigid response, Klukai aims her weapon and fires in the pillow's direction without hesitation. But why? The bullet zips past the pillow in Mekti's hands, and from behind her comes a shrill cry of an Elid eating lead. Oh, that's why.
袋と仲良くおねんねしたくなかったら、そんなもの捨てて銃を構えなさい。
You know, I like that. Thanks, Klukai. Klukai, next time, would you mind warning us before you start shooting?
どいて。
Nope. Cut the chatter and focus on the battlefield, or else you'll be staying here to keep the Elids company.
おじけついたよ。
And no, this is fine. Totally fine. Go get him. Hey, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm totally not too late for this event. Ahahahaha. Definitely gonna finish it on time, I believe. Kukai and Mekti annihilate the Elids without further incident, save for the inflatable pillow's commendable sacrifice. No, not the pillow! Mekti crouches down and fiddles with the damaged pillow on the ground, sorrow written all over her face. Oh, the pillow! Probably 2 streams for this. Most likely. Or maybe more, we'll see. attention to Mekti's pitiful cries, Klukai casts her gaze around to find the veil of gravel and sand clearing up.
コーラプスストームが弱まった。
No, yes, not Pillow-sama. She pulls up her comm screen as she speaks, and sure enough, the signal has been restored. Klukai dials a series of commands already committed to muscle memory, and an image of the call's recipient soon appears. Oh gosh, several people take 2 shoes just for part 2. Ooh, Belka's cute.
まだ半日しか経ってないわよ。正確には5時間だけど。
Spotting Andorus behind Belka, Klukai immediately begins her inquiries.
アンドリス、頼んでおいた情報は
Yeah, I just started. Technically, main chapter of 9 and 10. Oh gosh. But no, I got this, I believe. Totally, plenty of time. So much time. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness, this call quality with Andorus. Oh, that is pain. Belka uses G28, a derivative of the HK416 Klukai uses. Because of that, Belka considers himself Klukai's younger sister, a feeling Klukai doesn't really return. Aww. Poor Belka.
どういう意味
Big sis. Ooh, the performance was superb. Oh, I'm excited.
頼りがいがなくて悪かったな。
Dejection overtakes Mekti's countenance. Remains of her pillow clutched between her arms.
大きなお世話よ。今回の襲撃が404を狙ったものかはわからないけど、この依頼、予想以上に困難な気がするわ。アンドリス、集めた情報を転送して。
I can't wait to start the Arknights event this week.
それと、
As the data transfers, Klukai pulls up an area of the surroundings and selects a settlement.
今座標を送ったけど確認できる？二人とも準備して、そこで合流するわよ。この辺かなり電波が悪いから、通信を維持できるよう、レールになんとかさせて。
At the very least, I can say I'm powerful enough. Now, if I wasn't powerful enough, oh, I'd be suffering right now.
あの役立たず
Totally not being cocky.
今は壊れた空気枕
I'm totally not gonna, like, die on a stage because I said that. Klukai gazes at the still crestfallen Mekti with a mixture of exasperation and concern in her eyes.
まあいいか。今度ミスティが余計なものを買おうとしたら、絶対に止めなさいよ。
As long as the combat is super easy to breeze through, I like that. Make my life easier, please. Anders nods with a gentle smile on her face.
本当に反省してるのかしら。それじゃあ切るわ。もたもたしてないで、嵐が止んでるうちに出発するのよ。いいわね。
The starry eyes are so cute. I love the excitement Belka has.
なんてことない勝利だが、休む理由にはちょうどいいだろ。
Adorable. Next, please. And then maybe after I do this event, I'll be able to summon Mekti's weapon.
早く早く早く。お姉ちゃんが待ってるんだから。
Belka anxiously taps her feet, attempting to hurry up Andorus' file transfer.
慌てないで。もう一度データをチェックしなきゃ。 合動態調査報告にここ10年の地図データ、近隣地域の生きムクロおよびブージャムの目撃証言と、あとは
All for you, Mekti. Mekti weapon. Okay, so this is what this guy looks like. Intriguing. I wonder what it's like looking through those glasses.
クルカイ隊長が通信状況について念押ししてたからちょっと心配で。
Oh man, speaking of glasses, I still gotta decide what new glasses I want. I know I wanna order something from iMirror, but I'm debating.
いいけどでも隊長の言ってた
Like gosh darn it, they have too many fun-looking ones.
どうしても気になるの。
Like, do I want Hatsune Miku? Do I want Arcuade?
あれ
Do I want
さっき調整し終えた
Arjuna Alter? Maybe a different game? And oh, he's a human mechanic who has helped Squad 404 from the beginning. When he started, he was actually a kid. Holy cow! He started young. He's the equivalent of, you know, that
わかった。じゃあお願いね。
the thing where you're supposed to be like, you know, freshly graduated with a degree yet have XX amount of years of service. Dear, return to the control panel and begins a series of operations.
ああ、そういえばミシティに新しい安眠セットを持っていかないと。美容家、倉庫から取ってきてくれる？なんでよ。隊長はこれ以上買うなって言っただけでしょ。これはもう買っちゃったからね。
How much money do they raise spend? Are they in debt too?
ミシティの影響でグレちゃってる。
He comes from a wealthy family, which is how he was able to afford
できてあげるから。
all the parts, everything you provided. Ah.
はいはい。エールもだよ。
Ooh. Okay, that is super OP. I only have Mexi right now. And I only got it because I lost one of the 50/50s for Glukai's copy. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna save it. And then I got Mexi at least, and now I'm still going for the weapon. Andreas drives towards the meeting point with Bielka. The vehicle leaps across the yellow zone with Andreas at the wheel. She's humming a tune with a relaxed expression. Oh, I bet her driving's chaotic just based on these lines.
ねえ、アンドリス。確かにお姉ちゃんには早く会いたいよ。でも、そんなに飛ばさなくても。もうちょっとスピード落として。ん？早すぎちゃった？
As she speaks, the jeep flies off a small incline. Bielka holds onto the handrail for dear life.
普段はのんきなくせになんでこんなに運転荒いのよ。イエローエリアだもん。衛星都市やホワイトエリアよりも走りやすいから。
Is she really driving without much issue? I feel like her driving is the issue right now. Scary. She smiles and slams on the accelerator as the jeep piles through a small island in its way.
のんびり運転できて
Ah,
楽しいな。
truly a relaxing drive. Ooh. The vehicle suddenly swerves, and a squeal breaks, and the squeal brake pads and tire sound out in unison. A series of bullet holes suddenly appears in the vehicle's original path, sending up great clouds of dust and sand. Bilka and Andres Take advantage of the vehicle's spinning momentum, quickly opening the doors and tumbling behind some natural cover nearby.
敵がいる。気をつけて。
This is chaos. At one point, he got himself trapped in some servers of the division alongside corrupted data copies he made of Vector and Klukai. He was rescued, but he was playing as a girl named Dima, which he never heard at the end of. I love that.
おじけつい
Always play as a waifu character. Okay, just based on like Klukai's design, I thought she'd be like super duper cool type. Which she kinda is, but more strict. Then again, just based on how Mechty is, I understand. But I feel for Mechty. I feel so bad about the pillow. The inflatable pillow. I want that. I really want that too.
隊長、それって。
Kuga has a big chip on her shoulder about wanting to prove herself.
狙うの？まさか相手はパラデウス？
I'm not sure how good she'll be, but I kinda also want Bielka. Just because she's adorable looking. She reminds me of a carrot. And I like carrots.
つまり、それらは環境から来る事故ではなかったと。
Yeah. When can you get the same quality of pillow in this barren wasteland? It seemed like an amazing pillow. Worth it. A wave of static washes over the communications channel. Klukai's projection violently shakes a few times, then disappears entirely. Comms are down again. Ooh, the bad connection. Endorus attempts to restore the connection, but her efforts are for naught.
どうしたんだろう。こっちの信号は問題なさそう
Ooh, she's a succubus skin.
隊長の方で何かあっ
Oh, even better, you know?
またコーラ
I need her then. I do need her. She cute, she reminds me of a carrot. And if she has a succubus skin, even better.
とりあえず今は計画通りに行動するのが無難かな。
A shame about the censorship.
遠隔で通信障害を
Pain and suffering, come on.
レールに聞いてみてもらえる？
わかった。すぐに連絡する。想定通りの勝利です。
And next.
本当はもう少し完璧に終わらせられたはずなんです。
Continue, please.
アンドリス？聞こえてる？応答せよ、応答せよ。
Bad connection.
ってば、また信号が途切れたんだよ。
なんなのよこのゴミは。あの闇ブローカーども。
That's me calling on my...
月額は電額の数倍
using data on my phone.
いい加減なネットワークよこしやがって。
金はもらうが仕事はしない。相当な。
Like, I don't even live in the middle of nowhere.
うらやましい。
Mexi stretches with a deep sigh, her face full of envy.
任務が終わったら改めてクレームしに行ってやろうじゃない。
うわ、顔怖っ。お、見て。ストレス発散にちょうどいい相手が来たよ。前と同じタイプの機械だけど、今度はすごい数。
Oh yeah, we're fighting, woohoo!
どうね。あんたも解説者気取ってないで降りてきて戦いなさい。
ねえ、全部片付けるの？さすがに多勢に無勢じゃない？
Like, sorry, Klukai, during this event, you're gonna do most of the work. I would have my Mechty on my team, but she's not raised yet.
美容家たちと合流するまで深入りはしないで。
余計
Oh, with Mekti and Klukai. Yeah, if Mekti can still be like this around someone like Klukai, it's like, dang girl. I'm amazed. I give her credit. Klukai, we've cleared the evac route. Yes, of course. Stick to the plan, focus on taking down high-speed and long-range units first. Proceed to the evacuation zone. And maybe having a boss like Klukai wouldn't be too bad as long as she doesn't break my stuff. Oh. Oh, I'd be upset if my stuff got broken. And let's see how it's gonna be doing a auto. I mean, worst case, I will do it manually for some of these, but I feel like it's fine right now. Because I've had to do auto for the evacuation stuff. I mean, auto, manual. Because for some reason, my team decided to go the weirdest route to try to evacuate. I was like, but why? Why are you going this way? How freaking dare you? Give me my pieces. I forget how much I got from my Klukai. That's a good question. I hope I at least got one copy. I forgot. I was trying it. I got her and her weapon at the very least. And I will pull more for her rerun. Assuming it's not gonna be during a banner that I really want. For example, Wizardale's sister. Because Wizardale's sister would get priority. Lots of priority. Ooh, background on Mekti. She was originally a civilian doll that was being abused and was rescued by Klukai. With help from Lena and Leva, Deer gave her the best fire control core they had to make her a T-doll and let her use a gun, but it was so demanding combined with her subpar battery that it was left her essentially always in low power mode and sleepy. Aww. No wonder why she's the way she is. And all the T-doll's feet. Macchiato. Klukai checks the terminal and once again finds that only short-range communications are available. Long-range comms are still down.
つまり道に迷ったってこと？
Like, oh, such an easy answer. Macchiato.
やっぱりパラデウスが絡むとろくな目に合わない。てか、今回やけに信号
Well, that is super impressive for Mekti if she was a civilian doll.
コーラップスストームにあった時はここまでひどくなかったのに。
Klukai vigilantly monitors the surrounding environment, ignoring Mekti. Seeing this, Mekti decides to fall silent. Creak, creak, thud, thud. The sound of mechanical units advancing. Klukai makes a hand signal, gesturing for Mekti to dive into level 2. They look so trashy. A creaking ground reconnaissance unit appears a short distance away. Ooh, she has since received upgrades to her battery as well as external battery that makes it less of an issue for her. But the sleepiness is now basically hard-coding into her personality. She just likes the feeling of sleeping. I am gonna try for Vector. Just hope for the best. That just means I gotta